Hey Lakeshore, it's the Tuesday before Easter and we're continuing our Lectio Divina, our sacred reading series to lead us through this Holy Week as we read and pray through some of the stories of Jesus last week together. Using this ancient practice of reading Scripture, we're challenging ourselves this week to ask 4 questions of all of these stories. What does the text say? What does the text say to me? What do I want to say to God because of this text? And what difference does this text make in my life? For the last 2 days, we've been looking at stories in Matthew 21, the same chapter that talks about Jesus' triumphal entry on Palm Sunday, also told us about his cleansing of the temple, and about a parable that he taught to the Pharisees and the teachers of the law later that week. Today we're going to skip ahead a few chapters to Matthew 26 and see one of the stories that takes place a little closer to Jesus' arrest, betrayal, and death. Matthew 26 says this, starting in verse 6. While Jesus was in Bethany, in the home of Simon the leper, a woman came to him with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume, which she poured on his head as he was reclining at the table. When the disciples saw this, they were indignant. "Why this waste?" they asked. "This perfume could have been sold at a high price and the money given to the poor." Aware of this, Jesus said to them, "Why are you bothering this woman? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, but you will not always have me. When she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial. Truly I tell you, wherever this gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." There's a lot of really neat things going on in this story, a lot of amazing characters, and a very interesting teaching from Jesus. So I challenge you sometime today to look at this text, Matthew 26, 6 through 13, and ask yourself those 4 questions. What does the text say? What's the story? Who are the characters? What do they say and do? What does the text say to me? What is it that stands out to you in this story? What does God call your attention to, maybe for the first time? What do you see that you haven't seen there before? What do you want to say to God because of this text? Pray about some of those things that stood out to you. Express your concerns, ask questions, and just listen and see how God responds to those things. And what difference does this text make in your life? Does this text call you to change? Does it call you to behave in a certain way, to do things or to not do things? How does it make you a more committed Christ follower? We'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for a brief journey into the Gospel of John as we continue our walk through Jesus last week, preparing for our celebration of Easter this coming Sunday.